let's watch this.
This is not good.
The title of this is Xanderhal wanted to murder Keffals. Leaks reveal. It's a 13-minute long video. And basically, President Sunday was watching Demon Mama live, watching her kind of like reveal all of this information. And I think this is around the time where he has a problem with what happened, like with what was being revealed. So, what's the background on President Sunday? Who are they? President Sunday is a streamer who, you know, I'm not, like, in my personal opinion, I'm not a big fan of. I used to think he was really funny, and I used to think, like, okay, I don't agree with all of his politics, but, like, I used to think that he was funny enough that, like, okay, this is somebody I could, like, engage in a decent back and forth with. I could, like, be the Joker to his Batman or whatever, right? Because that's kind of, like, what I do, right? Like, I meme a little too hard. And so I thought, you know, oh, yeah, that sounds like something. But then as I got to see him, more and more of him, I just was more and more disappointed. And I do think the way that he acted with Not So Erudite was kind of unhinged, if not extremely unhinged. And I find the way that he talks down to people consistently, like, super annoying. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of him, but whatever. My boyfriend is still friendly with him. I know he doesn't agree with everything that he says, but he is still friendly with him and posted that thread the other day where he's like, where Sunday, I guess Sunday got banned off Twitter, and like he asked him to post this thread, so he posted the thread, and he's like, yeah, I don't agree with all of it, but like, yeah, he just did it as a favor, I guess. So yeah.
All right, everybody.
I've had enough of his.
Oh, me too.
Haven't you?
Yes, nuke.
I want to show you. I want to show you just how far it got.
Okay.
Just so you understand. Okay.
I know it's DEF CON. That's the joke, Gooblin.
How far it got. Okay.
Okay.
These were screenshots taken.
Okay, he starts talking about me 4 hours and 53 minutes and 7 seconds in the VOD. And he has a big freak out on me, starting at 4 hours and 56 minutes 21. If they're not in any of the videos. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at what this is, and then I'll go to the stream VOD. I was a pretty big Lurker fan for a while, and then after his umpteenth campaign against a lady on the left and started threatening people's IRL careers, I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah. To be fair, Sunday was hilarious when he was condescending to Ben Thorpe, calling in to be unhinged. That's true. That's always funny, so, okay.
In the midst of...
Like, literally, this dude, he has the charisma. He's funny, but at the same time, he's got like -10 charisma. Like, I just don't. Yeah.
Okay.
In the midst of him wanting to nuke Keffals over a fight that he started. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I want you to understand.
I understand.
When all of us, when me, Cherry, White Nervosa, and everyone else tell you that Xanderhal had lost his goddamn mind, was freaking out on everyone, this should be the definitive proof for you, okay? I'm serious. And if none of the other things are convincing for you, I hope this will be.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Please.
From December 17th, 2023.
All right.
I hate all of them, Cherry. I want all of them to I Keffals in a heartbeat.
What?
I wouldn't even shoot her. I'd beat her to death with the gun.
Jesus.
Cherry says, you're not in a good mental state.
Oh my
Xanderhal
God.
replies, I will her. What's her address? I want her address. I want to know where she's at. Cherry says, she's in Ireland. It's not public. Please stop. You're spiraling. Xander says, someone has to die for this. I will never be happy until someone has for this. Ideally, Keffals. Cherry says, Xan, her career is going to...
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Hearing this a second time, it is actually kind of, like, hilarious that he was that mad. Hello? Somebody has to die for this? Dude. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's a man thing. I don't know if boys just like to do that. You know, somebody has to die for this. For me, it's like the opposite. It's like, if I'm that miserable, I'm like, dude, I want to. Somebody has to die, and it has to be me. You know? So, yeah. Like I was saying, like, you know, I'll make jokes about, like, you know, yeah, all sorts of stuff. You know, tying a noose and breaking it because I'm too fat. But, yeah.
And it gets worse. Xanderhal says, and
I'll pull like a. Was it Danny DeVito?
Velvet.
Was it Danny DeVito in one of the It's Always Sunny episodes where he's like, he tied a noose and he's trying to hang himself and he, like, the noose, like, breaks through the ceiling because he's just too heavy? Is that what it was? I feel like I would be that guy, you know?
And her orbiters. I have to her. Really stop her heart. Cherry says, Zan, stop. Calm down. Stop, please. And Zan says, okay. Now I'm gonna let you just marinate with those for a second as I post these receipts.
Bro. I love my job. I gotta see this up close. Why would you? Bro, what is wrong with you?
I mean, yeah, what is wrong?
Okay, over.
Let me put on skip silence.
Here you are. Those have been released to the public. There you have it.
Okay, just to be clear, he wants Keffals beat her with a gun, stop her heart, because she said she doesn't think Shoe-on-Head's that bad. This guy is... Oh, dear friends, we are on the precipice of a new era. We are eating very well for a while. Very well. Don't forget Velvet. Oh, yeah, and other orbiters as well. Yeah, just he wants all of you, apparently. Not me, but don't worry, we'll get there. Life goals, make a list.
Now I have to tell you about something else that I cannot provide a receipt for, okay? And this is in the same thread of this, but unfortunately this happened over a
This is a huge red flag. That's that's something else. Red flag doesn't quite cut it.
Call, but I hope that you will understand when I tell you. This one, I can't prove that this one happened. You're just gonna have to believe in my accounting of the events, and this is my accounting of the events, okay?
Oh, God.
As they were told.
You know what this means? Oh no. Oh, we are legitimately so back. Do you realize how much money Keffals is gonna make from this? He just brought Keffals back from the dead.
Well, that clearly didn't happen, because Keffals quit.
He didn't stop her heart. He hit her with a defibrillator. She's coming back. She's gonna be 1,000 concurrent viewers tomorrow. Oh, I'm right. You know I'm right. Oh yeah, this is happening. But you want to know something? Of the two of them, I'm more okay with Keffals. I prefer Keffals to win over Xanderhal, so for now, I'm good with it.
To me in December, okay? But I hope that what I provided here will prove to you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This one I don't have a receipt for because this one occurred over...
Yeah, Xanderhal, well, actually worse. Xanderhal is worse than DJ Mule now. DJ Mule made a hit piece that went after his personal life in a really untoward way, okay? Xanderhal declared his intentions to murder a fellow streamer over the protests of the person he's talking to, which means the person he's talking to, Cherry, did not interpret this as a joke. This is way worse. Oh God, we are going to make so much money this year just off of Xanderhal. He's a golden bucket now. He is a golden bucket now. Oh.
Arrested Development narrator. He was not right. Jesus, dude. I'm not sure if this is true, but I think someone came out and claimed she already knew he was this unhinged and only spoke up about it recently. If that's true, I would narrow my eyes at her. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it really means that much when she's also incredibly unhinged behind the scenes. Who's Keffals? Man, that's a long story. That's a long story.
What a world.
Voice call with Cherry, which I obviously could not have a recording of, and neither.
Okay, so voice call with Cherry.
With Cherry in this particular case, and that is that at around this time, Xanderhal was screaming expletives at Cherry, was threatening himself, and was threatening his own family members with a gun that he owns. Oh. Now, at that point in time,
Okay, Sirius says, I mean, it's clearly not a joke, but I can't imagine you have actually done it. Hold that thought. This is actually serious. That wasn't a pun. This is actually serious. This guy's
Okay. Wait a minute. I have to pump the brakes for a second. Let's not call people groomers who we are not sure are groomers, okay? Let's not do that, okay? I don't think that's a good idea, okay? Those are very, very serious allegations, and I don't know that that is substantiated. So we're gonna remove that. Please don't do that, okay? Yeah, it was not actually proven. The only thing I can say about Keffals is that Keffals is unhinged, you know, and engaged in the same type of like doxing activities and stuff, right? So yeah, I think it's fair to call Keffals a liar and a scammer. Yes, that is fair. Rumor allegations, I'm gonna be very, very. Ugh. That's no me no likey, you know? As somebody who's been yelled at by Keffals, okay? Me no likey, please. Okay? Alright.
Actually nuts. This guy's actually insane. Okay.
Dispatched to go attempt to do a wellness check on him. And both myself and my partner climbed in the car and drove over to where the address that he had provided to Cherry. As it turns out, he had provided an incorrect address to Cherry. And we didn't know this, so we waited.
So all of these people are unhinged? Yeah, well, I mean, it's content creators, right? We're all unhinged. You have to be like a little bit of a, like, I feel like you have to be a little bit crazy to like get into this stuff, you know? The normal human brain is like we were not built to deal with the amount of like hate that content creators get on a regular basis. So.
There, at the wrong address that he had provided to Cherry, hoping to be able to do a wellness check on him. Now, thankfully, shortly after that, he seemed to have calmed down. He went to lunch with his mother, and it seemed almost as if it never had happened at all. Later that night, he was freaking out again. And we went and checked again. And we found out that this was the wrong address and that he had not provided the correct address.
Okay, I'm gonna come clean here, all right? Oh, it's my whiteboard. I'm gonna come clean here. I heard something about this a long time ago, okay? In very vague terms. And I was confused. Someone had told me that, I'm not gonna specify who, but somebody had told me that Xanderhal was going through some very serious familial stuff, like very serious. So if I could keep it measured, I guess is how I would put it, that would be appreciated. Because I was going hard on these people. And in my mind, when I hear that, I'm thinking, family member, right? Family member, somebody's going through some like hardship, addiction or something like that. And oh my God, it all makes sense now. I had no idea it was this bad. This changes literally everything. This is a radically different situation. Like I said earlier, like, oh, this is like, I was kind of joking, like, oh, this is content now we're eating well and well. I'm like, this guy's actually dangerous. Like this is bad. It's the archetype of family annihilator, even without the statement, but making the statement.
So Sunday is saying that this is dangerous, that Xanderhal is saying this stuff is dangerous. What I'll say is I don't know that that's true necessarily. Like I can see, okay, let me just rewind a second.
One step. I'm like, oh my God, it all makes sense now. I had no idea it was this bad. This changes literally everything. This is a radically different situation. Like I said earlier, like, oh, this is like, I was kind of joking, like, oh, this is content now we're eating well and well. I'm like, this guy's actually dangerous. Like this is bad.
I don't know if he's dangerous. I don't know enough information about Xanderhal to say whether he's dangerous, you know? I wouldn't date someone who talks that way, I'll say that much. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot of guys say that they talk like that behind the scenes with their friends. So I don't know, but it's something I've never done, but I don't know. So on one end, I've heard Lonnie, who is Xanderhal's ex, say that there was a reason why she did not want to be living with him if he had a gun. She was like firmly against him having a gun because he reacts to everything that way. He reacts to everything, every little inconvenience as if it's like the end of the world, right? So on one end, like from that perspective, I totally get it, right? But at the same time, I don't know if there's enough evidence here to call him dangerous, right? Yet. So he's unhinged and apparently armed, so I'd call that potentially, I mean, okay, if he's armed now, yeah, that is potentially dangerous for sure. Asking for an address makes it look a bit more actionable, but he probably used this kind of language a lot, yeah. A guy who flips out like that with no one around is a bad day away from flipping out like that with someone else around. The stuff is as serious as it is hilarious. Does he have an anxiety disorder that would explain why he's always on weed? I do believe he was having panic attacks when he would like have these freakouts. And don't get me wrong, again, I've had my fair share of panic attacks, but I don't think I've ever said those things that he said, and I think I've always apologized for being, you know, annoying afterwards. So even the literal meth whore was like, yeah, he's a bit nuts. So here's the thing, I don't even know how true the meth whore stuff is, you know? And to be real with you, like if that's the way he reacted to everything, I feel like I'd be so stressed out that I would take meth. Like I would be compelled to take meth, you know? like I don't know. He does have a gun, and if I recall, he's one of those lefties that's super in favor of guns and advocates for gun rights or something. I think he's a liberal. Dude, I am having one right now. I don't know, dude.
It's the archetype of family annihilator, even without the statement, but making the statement is one step from action.
I mean, it is true. It is true that, like, who proportionally... Does Star have the actual flamenco as a mod? Okay, Flamenco does not do any mod stuff, right? He does not do any mod stuff. I gave him the wrench a long time ago because people kept pretending to be Flamenco in the chat. But I don't think I've ever seen Flamenco do anything mod-wise. So, yeah.
Making that statement in that way to somebody who's not receptive is this. Yeah, this is not drama. This is, I don't know how you progress from this. So this will be drama. Like this will be used as drama. This might trigger something. Actually, this might actually be bad. I'm actually okay. Hang on. Okay, let's get our bearings here a little bit.
Okay. So he's concerned. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't watched this before. I did not pre-watch it. So I'm trying to understand this. He is concerned that Demon Mama airing this stuff is sorry, I got distracted. Okay. He is concerned that Demon Mama airing this stuff is going to escalate things to the point where Xanderhal is going to do something dangerous. That's what he's concerned about. Okay. Oh man, you guys are arguing in the chat now. Okay, it wasn't that he threatened to dox his mom. It was that Flamenco was like, kind of like hinting like, oh, what if I told Xanderhal's mom what he was saying about her? Which is also still very unhinged, right? Like, it's still very unhinged. But yeah, it wasn't so much doxing his mom. It was I'm gonna tell your mom what you've been saying, which is still like, that's still wild, dude. That is wild, okay? He did threaten to call his mom, which would require getting her private information and contact. Oh, I suppose that's true. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that was not a good moment. I do not endorse that. That was not. But I'm pretty sure all of commentary let Flamenco know that was not okay. So, anyways, resuming.
Yeah, I'm actually concerned for his family right now. This is not good. They need to, anyone who's like interpersonally connected to Xan directly, they need to get the out of Dodge and steer clear. This is not good. If it's the self-righteous anomic profile and I'm a show. No, like it happens very rarely. There have been people like that on YouTube. There was the skeptic feminist a long time ago, if anybody was co-host / girlfriend. Excuse me, sorry. This is something else. This is really something else. Like this is actually like this is serious. This isn't like, oh lol, what a loser anymore. This is like, okay. Now we need somebody under like some kind of observation. Just full info and is dumping all this to the public for money and to get him in trouble. I don't think I would characterize this as for money. I think this is a riposte. This is earned in terms of like a retort. Like it's not a matter of it being like Xanderhal's like an innocent babe in the woods who's being bullied here, but this is actually dangerous. I was expecting bad. I wasn't expecting like this. I was expecting something embarrassing. This is like, why wasn't this leaked earlier? Well, the question as to why it wasn't leaked earlier is obvious. The guy is mentally unwell. They were friends with him, so they were concerned. Probably concerned about the consequences. My concern here is, why is this being leaked
I'm sort of like, call the cops or shut up. Yeah, that's true.
now in this way? This is playing with fire. This is playing with fire. I'm not sure I like this.
Okay, that's it. Okay, all right. Well, that was underwhelming. That was incredibly underwhelming. Let's see. Let me pull up his stream. What were the timestamps again? 4 hours and what, like 26 minutes or something? 4 hours and...
Calm him down off the edge. In addition to everything that we talked about in my last...
No, I think people still do not wish that he called his mom, okay? I think people still do not wish for that. People still do not want that, okay? People do not. All right, 4 hours and 53 minutes, okay. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but okay, I'll go there. No mom calling, that is beyond cringe. Absolutely, I agree with that. Wait, so he doesn't like DM for airing it out? No one would know he would be doing this without her. The guy needs help. He shouldn't be mad about that. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'll ask right now. I don't think it would matter, but...
James from the internet stands call my mom? Damn. That's wild. And both my... Jesus. Okay, so... What video is it? This is the Sunday live stream as he's live reacting to Demon Mama revealing the big Xanderhal nukes, right? So, are they gonna steal his essence? I don't think so.
No, it's possible I'm still banned from the chat.
Whoa! Hey, guys, come on, please. Can you not make that? Okay, yeah. Remember that, like, these are not. No, this is not. Has Xanderhal anyone yet? Not yet. Sadly. Are you serious? Come on, stop.
GayFesh.
I don't want to get, you know, whatever, okay? FBI showing up, okay? Right.
Oh, I probably am, actually.
Okay, let me just rewind a second.
God damn it. A loser.
Okay, here
Somebody
it is. Here it is, okay.
No, it's possible I'm still banned from the chat because of GayFesh. Oh, I probably am, actually. God damn it. A loser. Somebody
Still
go
banned.
into
So wait, when did he get banned? Did he get banned during this stream?
chat and tell her I want to talk. Okay, tell her I'm calling in. Someone go in there into either her website or whatever, because like, yeah, I'm banned from chat because GayFesh is a man child. Could somebody go in and tell her I'm trying to call?
Damn. You hear that, GayFesh? You're a man child. Fuck.
Keffals also, or
He was
Jamal
banned
also
since
knew that Keffals was
November.
scamming
Okay.
Weekly routine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there's an audio
I
recording
hear
here.
that he's making some statements real quick. Can anybody give me the link where he is currently trying to defend himself?
Oh, is he
I'd like
live
to
right
just-
now?
Before we wrap this up, I'd like to just see with my own eyes what he's trying to say right now. Danny, thank you. Let's take a look. Cherry lied, Demon Mama cried. Do I look like I'm crying, you? Does this look like tears to you?
No, I'm banned from all of them, serious. Go into the website chat too. Go into the Demon
I'm agender, so I'm just person child. Oh, okay. Jesus.
Mama hub thing or whatever, and tell her I want to call.
Like, this is not an honest, like, I'm coming forward about what I went through type thing.
Oh, so he's trying to release the nuke 7 months late after everybody already did the work to talk about it, after everybody already did the work to go through everything, verify everything. What does he think he's gonna get here?
The dumps over the Keffals stuff, particularly because at the time, I don't want to get super into health stuff, but
Here, let's
my
watch
mom's
this real quick.
going through some health things, and she's visiting me both for my birthday and to get some minor surgery.
Here, let's do this. Watch this.
People are in chat asking. That's good.
Bam.
Freak
Oh,
out
fuck, you
coming.
can't drive.
Incoming, guys.
I'm far more prepared for getting lied about and slandered. I mean, I've gone through this several times before, famously, but
Yeah, it's still his birthday. It's his 2nd birthday, guys.
I feel like I've kind of gotten inoculated to it a lot more at this Keffals drama. At this point, I would have been like freaking out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely love to see. Demon Mama hasn't shown much on stream. The TLDR of what she's shown was you having a breakdown on Cherry because.
Do you agree with that?
Hi, Sunday. I'll not be unbanning you from the community. Your actions had consequences. Don't be letting you back in. You're a loser and an embarrassment to everybody associated with you, GayFesh. And just so you know,
Wow.
everybody who looks at you is disgusted as if they were stepping on a piece of some kind of unidentifiable pink ooze on the street. And you're going to die alone and nobody loves you. But I will not be unbanning you. Unless I'm a cuck than you.
which is something Cherry
Do we agree with that, chat?
to me.
Sorry, I will not be banning you, rather. Very strong.
It wouldn't
Some sort of pink ooze? Do you mean like chewing gum, bro? Like hello? Is that what you you mean chewing gum? Like some pink ooze? What? Oh no. Okay.
deleted her messages to avoid it being shown.
Everyone, put a Chad Sunday sip in the chat for GayFesh. He's a big tough guy. Big tough guy. What a loser. Actual loser. You're a waste of carbon.
Breaking down about money was Cherry's like
Waste of
weekly
carbon.
Yeah, exactly. So then couple that with. She then shows you saying that you wish to harm Keffals. Obviously, you said more than that.
Velvet, you can hit me up on Discord. Just add me on Discord. We'll talk.
I can't say that verbally because of YouTube reasons, right? Which I honestly do not think is the most unreasonable thing for a person to say in private to their friend during a mental breakdown about a person.
You didn't characterize it as a mental breakdown. You characterized it as random friend stuff. You were screaming and abusing Cherry. You did this multiple times. You slimy
just
piece
me
of shit.
fucking
Notice his
fucking
minion
angry.
saying
Like,
all this
if
for
you
him.
ever, like, to be clear here, to be very, very clear here, if you
If
think
you didn't see it as a breakdown, then
By the way, you want to know what the actions are? You want to know what the actions are? I tweeted something to the effect of like, hey, if GayFesh wasn't so obnoxious or whatever, this would probably be pretty based of him. He was responding to Xanderhal saying something nasty. Because, and GayFesh, a 40-year-old man, ran to Demon Mom. It's like, oh, you mentioned me. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Actually, he's actually literally afraid of me. Like, viscerally, shiveringly. I went into his chat once. I said hi. And he was like talking like, excuse me? I don't want you in my chat anymore. Okay? I am not talking to you. Like, pathetic. Actually pathetic.
Are you serious? This is a dude who literally contacted Not So Erudite's school and contacted them and like asked questions under false pretenses to try and get a gotcha on her. This is a dude who's like called multiple people to get them fired. Are you serious? Sunday? Come on. Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Not of humanity, of something that sort of resembles it, but also partakes of the form of a kind of limp ooze.
Either he defended himself. He's defended himself for 7 months. When we watched a clip from May, he was still defending himself. Now all of a sudden it's a breakdown.
like venting angrily and being like, I hope this, like in Minecraft. Like if you think that's like.
What are you trying to show me there, comrade girl? Just what do you have? What are you trying to show me? I don't know what you're trying to say.
So he's not even close to the most important thing right now. Yeah, but he annoys me. So
Unreasonable doing that in private with a
Who
friend.
keeps trying to get people
Well, here's the-
fired? President Sunday is one of these people who is always trying to get people fired or trying to like go after people's credentials and stuff. So, yeah.
thing though, what GayFesh is doing, because GayFesh is a mod, is GayFesh is probably preventing people from actually alerting Demon Mama to the fact that I'm trying to call in. So, like, GayFesh is, to be fair, what
You
can you
know,
expect from
you know he wants to say the weirdest part is I'm getting like this really weird vibe, and this might just be me imagining it. Okay, this is just my imagination probably, but it sounds like he desperately wants to say a slur right now, you know? It sounds like he really wants to.
The guy who was in Keffals' secret A-log server.
Dude, oh
He's
my
always-
god, Testy and I are on the same wavelength. Oh my gosh. Testy and I have the same thought in our head.
I don't expect anything from GayFesh. But this is actually my principal issue with Demon Mama, by the way, is that she has, historically, this connects to the Xanderhal thing, she's put interpersonal relationships over what is pragmatic and sometimes responsible to do. And in this particular case, we have a just deeply pathetic people who are actually acting as a barrier to common sense. And it's just...
Wait, what does that mean?
We've gone from like, okay, I'm really on board with this, to this is dangerous. This is genuinely dangerous. I think something needs to be said, and nobody can say anything.
About someone who's like an awful...
A doxer, a mock.
I mean, I think putting it out there, like, look, like, there is a way to be like, putting it out there and being like, yeah, this dude needs to go get some help. Like, maybe Demon Mama didn't say that, like, directly, right? But I'm pretty sure White Nervosa said that. I'm pretty sure other people in that sphere have said that, right? They've said, like, yeah, like, clearly he's having a panic attack and he needs to go get some help, right? Save us, President Sunday. Oh, yeah, he's our savior. He's our president, right? So...
victims and a person who was trying to destroy his livelihood. It wasn't as if he was making these threats to that person or in public. It was obviously not looking great.
To be clear, Keffals also, or Demon also knew that Keffals was scamming the 100K.
Oh, Demon Mama
Like,
was aware of all this?
I sent all these screenshots to Demon Mama, and I told her about all this in call, and she was encouraging me not to release it, because if I did so, it would be a violation of Cherry's privacy. So this shit is good. This shit...
You little you little
It goes back.
I love how only with someone like Keffals can you see people defending someone like lashing out at a oh my god, this is so silly. Let's see if Demon Mama's willing to even have a conversation. Okay, that's gonna cause a lot of echo. Yeah, I mean, I'm just willing to talk about it.
Yeah, I know you're willing to talk about me. You watching now? You paying attention?
Oh, don't raid Demon Mama's
I am banned from the website chat, serious. I've said this like 3 times.
By the way, I saw someone in the chat say, "Imagine."
Oh, I mean, there's no
Keffals,
point to.
I feel like they might. I don't think they're like they might be from here, but I didn't.
All right, so you're watching now. I'm glad that you're paying attention now that we've established that. You are a liar, and you know you're a liar, Zen. There's no way out of this for you. There was ways out of it for you in the past. You can throw around whatever piddling you want, but at this point, you yourself.
Is his family visiting right now? God
You
damn.
have yourself. You have everyone around you for months, and now you have yourself. Now you've got your little minion sitting here streaming a little defense stream for you. Guess what? While you've got 94 people listening to your mad cope, we have nearly 2,000 people listening right now and seeing the truth of your behavior. The behavior that you explicitly lied about. Genuinely unbelievable. It's incredible that you would try and spin this as anything other than you.
Didn't he just say he gave the way? Yeah, he just gave the way he has out. You try contact Doe? Yeah, maybe. Fucking hell, this is not...
Wow.
I can't get through to her.
Wait, what's number friend?
I literally can't... There's no way to contact.
What's that mean?
I literally... I've got like a 40-year-old virgin who's literally blocking contact here while she potentially endangers Xanderhal's family. Like, what the... What the... This is so stupid. I DM'd Doe. She's probably asleep or something. I don't know. She doesn't... She's not active during streams all the time. I'm not in her Discord. I was literally banned from the Discord because of GayFesh. She's talking about me right now? Oh, great.
You freak out in chat. You go, man,
Oh, yeah, I would love to know why he was banned from
you're
Discord.
unhinged.
Okay, let's see.
You need to stop being like this to the people in your life. And then when they say, no, I didn't do nothing wrong, then you go, F you then. We're done.
What?
Only President Sunday can save Xanderhal? Yeah, it's so true.
I went over and said, dude, what the
Oh, it's just number
Dog says,
bragging.
I
It's
control-
esoteric.
I control-
I hate that too, yeah. I have to say, I do hate it when people do like, oh, I have so many viewers. I have so many more viewers than you. It's like, okay, all right. That don't mean okay? It doesn't mean okay? Okay. This is like when my grandpa was
police,
mad
and
at
this
a
was the only
door
recent
that wouldn't
message.
push
Ripper,
open
yo,
when
Demon
it
Mama,
said
Sunday is
full.
trying to call in. He also wants to know if you called the police about Zan's threats. No, of course not. They were not. Of course not. We went and saw him ourselves. He lived around the corner from me. I went over and said, dude, what the He wasn't there. And then he calmed down and was like, I'm playing Minecraft. I'm doing a lot better now. You don't call the police over someone having a freak out in
No,
chat.
I'm not talking
what
about
you do when somebody's
dismissing
having a
I have fewer viewers than anyone else, anyone in this story, and I am better than all of them. Yeah, I said it. Absolutely, Glitterbell. 100%. 100%. I have a mic now as of today. Congratulations.
deranged, abusive freak out in chat, you go, man, you're unhinged. You need to stop being like this to the people in your life. And then when they say, no, I didn't do nothing wrong, then you go, F you then. We're done. You crazy? Are you crazy?
All right. Let's be very calm. Let's be smart, not dumb. Think Ice Cube cool thoughts.
This is so pathetic. This is so pathetic. Oh my god, listen to what we've got, okay? Here we go. We got the brain trust over in the, the minion chat. Voltrek says, why would you befriend someone named Demon Mama? It's also something you should reflect on. This is not a good person. I am 10 times the person. No, I am 100 times the person of either of you. You literally cannot appreciate the basic kindness that were offered to you by the people around you, let alone the excessive kindness that was offered to you. These people are pathetic. Xanderhal, you are a dishonest and pathetic rat. Is this the angle that you're going? You're trying to, like, garner an that's worried about blasphemy?
Who's the guy on the right? President Sunday.
Oh, let's hear. They're talking about this more. Let's hear. I want to hear what they just said.
Extreme violence whenever he's talking to a friend and having a breakdown and saying that because she is actively trying to destroy him.
You wouldn't admit it was a breakdown. You wouldn't say, bro, yeah, I had a breakdown. We knew it was a breakdown. You wouldn't own it. This is why all your friends stopped being your friend. Because you kept going forward saying, no, I'm being destroyed. You must put yourself in danger for me or else I'll ruin your career.
His life. Do you think that's the same thing?
That announcement was like, Zan absolutely vented, like, just say vented, like, fantasizing or something, because, like, I wasn't actually, obviously.
Oh, he's trying to spin it right now.
Don't
Why are you spinning it live, dude? You're recording yourself.
What happens if he gives up spinning it? What happens if what you're doing is a nuke? If it hits, it does real damage, and he doesn't see a way out. What does someone like this do, Demon Mama? What do they do? We don't know. We don't know. And if one person gets hurt because some lunatic was put a little bit over the edge, or was given nothing to live for in his mind, this wasn't worth it.
Holy shit, he's recording himself telling Ethan how to spin the message so it makes him sound better. Dude, this is DSP behavior. What the fuck?
Frame it that way. I don't want the cops called to my house. I'm not serious.
I'm not worried about Demon Mama's safety. I'm worried about people in Xanderhal's life safety. Demon Mama's in a different state, I think. Oh, wait, no. Xanderhal moved over to her state. Oh, yeah, right. Never mind, they're not in a different state anymore. Fuck. Okay.
Also, threatening extreme violence is not real. Like,
well, look, here's the thing. One thing I have to say about Demon Mama is, like, whether you like her or hate her or whatever, she's, like, very good at entertaining people, okay? She's very good at entertaining people. And, like, I have to give it to her. Like, yeah, she like, watching this stream, just watching her stream was very entertaining. So, when did these people start knowing about DSP? I think apparently Demon's been on the internet for a while, so I'm not surprised that she knows about DSP. You know, if like you're a content creator, I feel like you kind of know about certain people, right? So
venting about somebody that you hate.
Yeah, you file a police report. You file a police report. You cut contact.
Trying to post things from the Keffals leak as if that addresses anything that was said here.
Okay, wait. Here's the thing. He says, "Oh, you should cut contact and file a police report." Sure, that can happen, but it looks like everybody involved in this who wasn't Xanderhal decided to disconnect in the most mature way possible. They didn't talk about it. They just decided to stop being friends with him and stop talking to him. And yeah, they just disconnected. They didn't say anything publicly about him. The person who went public first in this scenario seems to be Xanderhal, you know? So yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to say. Xanderhal's the one who said something publicly, and if he kept saying things publicly. Like, at a certain point, other people have a right to hit back, I feel, you know? Other people have a right to hit back. So, yeah.
What an insane, dishonest snake. And let me tell you real quick, you're watching it in 1080p. I wish I could say 4K, but we don't got a 4K setup. You're watching it in 1080p right here, because this is the anti-gaslighting zone. I'm tired of the You saw it here, recorded live. You just watched him try to spin to his
Yeah, see, like, her delivery is amazing, honestly. Like, her energy and her delivery is just amazing. And she did that after doing, like, a 9-hour stream the night prior. Like, that's pretty... That's some talent, I have to say.
He made death threats, you brown-nosed little weasel.
I understand Sunday's concerns, but sending the cops over to check on someone who was having a serious mental breakdown isn't a great idea. Well, here's the thing. Like, yeah, they could call the cops, but I'm assuming based on, like, the ideology of people in that space, like, it's not seen as, like, the best thing to do. And that, essentially, for them, they went to go see him instead. Why are you watching this stream? Watch the one he did last night. He was crying all night, getting sloshed. We'll watch that next. That's so funny. That's so funny. So many threads crossing right now. It's kind of surreal. Star had beef with DM and President's Night. I don't even remember what my beef with DM was. I think I just like trolled a little too hard on Twitter, to be honest with you. YBE had beef with Star and President Sunday. Flam had beef with Xanderhal. Worlds collide. The Lord runs deep. That is true. Yeah. Also, the serious mental breakdown was 7 months ago. Well, yeah, if they showed up to Xanderhal's place to talk to Xanderhal, make sure that Xanderhal is okay, and they were waiting out there. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They did what made sense in their heads, right? So, oh, you had a debate with her on if you were funny or not. It was lighthearted beef. Oh, okay, okay.
I have a question. If someone makes death threats against someone mocking a victim, do you really care? Like, let's say he did, because they weren't death threats. But let's say he did. Are we suddenly seeing the defense of, like, mocking victims all of a sudden because you guys like Keffals that much?
You contact Ethan? Why would I contact?
And Xanderhal was being so dishonest here, right? Because he's saying, like, oh, or was it Xanderhal? It was Ethan. I guess Ethan's being dishonest. Ethan's like, oh, well, you know, Keffals made fun of victims or whatever. So do you really care if there's like a death threat? And it's like, kind of. like I mean, you kind of care if your friend's acting like a psycho, right? So like, come on, you know, like, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, come on, dude. Juan Valdez says, okay, I need some sleep. This is fun, y'all. Good night. GG, and thanks for the stream star. Thank you. Ontologically evil meme. Yeah. I didn't have beef with Star independently. After we talk independently, issue was solved that day. Yeah. I think once people realize I'm just really annoying. That's what it is. I'm like really, like, my talent is being annoying. Okay, that's it. That is like my biggest talent, is being really annoying. And once people realize that, and they realize I'm like leaning in a little bit to it, I think then they start to like understand a little bit more. Like, yeah, I'm just fucking annoying.
What would that do?
Who's defended Keffals? I did a whole video. Talking about my issues with Keffals and everything that—
You're okay.
You don't annoy me. That's a bad sign for me. I think it's because you're entertained by my annoying antics. So, yeah.
For people who aren't following, here's the problem. I see someone in my chat saying, like, no, it's cowardly and nonsensical. What we should do to hold him accountable?
Newplex, thank you for the $3.
She doesn't need to hold him accountable. She's
So
not the
kind of you.
judiciary. She's not a cop. She's not an authority. She's just some person on the internet.
So wait, he's saying—
If you have a person who has expressed with passion their desire and something bordering on intent to harm people in their vicinity, what you do not do is humiliate them publicly for that, thereby helping to push them to a situation where they see less and less stake in not doing that.
This
Okay?
could be seen as a very hypocritical stance, by the way, because he has acted like the moral arbiter of many people.
Like people go nuts over this stuff. People get crazy
Someone should have called Erudite.
stressed over being on the receiving end of an internet dogpile. We have somebody here. We
He's
already
doing that
have
now,
tangible
yeah.
proof that he's not well and he has violent and
thank you for the
suicidal
super chat.
patients. Even if it's just Xanderhal who harms himself as a result of this, this is a mistake. This is a mistake.
I mean, I like Star's general demeanor and Candace. Thank you, Flamenco. Thank you. I think once people realize, I think also a huge thing is, okay, I'm sorry not to get too derailed here, but I think a lot of people don't know what a female troll looks like, right? So I think for a lot of people, because they don't know what a female troll looks like, they don't know how to react to me. And I think a lot of people just kind of like have maybe a visceral reaction or something. I don't know. Like the only person who has been like a successful female troll that I've seen is Brittany Venti. And Brittany Venti has very different political views from me, right? So I think people are just not used to seeing it, I guess. So, yeah.
Fake.
that happened with that. I took my time. I verified everything.
I don't understand DM's endgame. DM's endgame is ruining Xanderhal's reputation in response to him attempting to do the same and failing. What she's not considering is that people do things when their reputations are ruined, and what she's revealed is that we have a special reason to think that Xanderhal is especially dangerous if he's in a position where he has no hope and feels isolated.
Who the f are you?
What exactly is he supposed to do? Say nothing and potentially then do in secret? File a police report and ignore him. File a police report, ignore him, cut contact. Warn his family, maybe? I don't know. I'm
Validate? I'm telling you, let's watch the spin in real time. Holy sh.
And would you extend that argument by saying you have to be safer than sorry and you shouldn't act on the assumption he wasn't serious? It's not just that we shouldn't act on, like, sometimes sure. But in this case, he sounded serious. That didn't sound like a joke. And we have the messages to Cherry expressing his desire, his sense of there being a strong impetus to physically harm X, Y, and Z.
In what universe would anyone rant on stream because they were banned from Demon Mama's community? LOL. Yeah, I mean, that's like literally you're showing your pain here. You're showing how you were hurt. And you're showing people how to hurt you again.
People. She did cut contact. This isn't cutting contact. This is contact. This is contact. We're directly
I think she's entitled to hit back. I just don't understand his reasoning here. Like, he always has to take this stance where he's like the morally righteous person in every single conflict. He cannot agree with anybody and say that they did the right thing in any scenario. He's always got criticism. I don't think the Keffals means he his whole family. Yeah, I don't think so either. Anyways, just a second. Let me see.
Attacking this person publicly. This is contact. Cutting contact means making yourself gray to the person of no interest.
Saying
like she's identifying, she's making herself.
Allow me to take the not morally righteous stance. 66 concurrent viewers. That's rough. Sunday, we just had a conversation about this. People who do the whole like numbers game, it's super cringe. You know that, right? Like, you know that like bragging about numbers and how much money you're making doesn't make you look good, right? Like, it makes you look pathetic, honestly. Given that she's on another continent and he didn't actually represent an imminent credible threat, I thought it was a bad taste joke about how mad he was. Yeah. Lamau, he's here. Here's the thing, like, the weirdest thing is like he's so salty that he has to come in and like talk about like my 66 viewers. Homie, I would have given you a chance to speak with me as well. Like, come on. Like, okay, I'm the small potato with 66 viewers. What does that make you for coming in here and being salty about it? Like, you're so salty about it that you have to come into my chat, little old Stardust with 66 viewers, and comment that I have 66 viewers. Like, I would have talked to you reasonably as well. I have no allegiances in this to anybody, okay? So, Jesus, that is wild. On this note, like and subscribe. Thanks for the reminder. True. That is so funny. He was hurt. You said something negative about him as a content creator. Well, Sunday is the only one that ever brings a viewer count. LOL. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, if I'm that low, you shouldn't have to comment in my chat. Like, I shouldn't bother you. I shouldn't be anything. I should be a speck of dust in comparison. So, yeah, I have no allegiances to anybody in this. I would have given you a chance if you wanted to come and talk, but then you have to be a dick. So maybe we'll wait till tomorrow. I don't know. Or we'll see if I actually want to. Anyways, I'm gonna give a call to GayFesh. So hello, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So you wanted to talk about why, I guess, Sunday was banned from the community, from Demon Mama's community.
Yeah, and I should preface at the outset that I am not speaking on behalf of the Demon Mama community. I'm speaking as my own person. I am a moderator for Demon Mama, and some of these actions were done as a moderator, but I don't want people thinking I'm coming here representing her or anything like that.
Okay, sure thing.
So the ban with Sunday had been like basically a year coming. I have never liked him. I think he has severe issues with respecting people's boundaries. He had been banned from DM Cord before. I don't even remember what for, but he joined back on an alt to discuss with Demon Mama in VC, and then revealed at the end that he was President Sunday. So this is a long-standing behavior of his of not respecting boundaries and not, ban evasion and stuff like that. Anyway, once he and Demon Mama had made it up, I was just like, okay, well, that's fine. I just don't want to associate with him. And one day on Twitter, after he had, I think, leaked a bunch of DMs with somebody, he came in my replies, and I told him that I wasn't interested in talking to him, and he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I think I made myself clear. I don't want to talk to you. And he's just like, are you okay? I'm like, well, I would explain to you in private, but you'll probably leak that, which caused him to flip out on main and had a whole thing. Basically, it was just all I've ever asked for him for the past years to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Which he didn't do. He DM'd me afterwards. He DM'd me and said that I am a pathetic man-child or something like that, and he wouldn't be addressing me again, which was not true.
Yeah.
But he would try to contact me in Discords. He would come onto my live stream. He would at me in other people's chats. And every time I just, stated the same. I don't want to talk to you. Do not talk to me. I'm just not interested. And it got to the point where he was doing it so much that I told Demon Mom, I'm like, look, this guy's a stalker. And if he does it again, if he tries to come at me again, I'm just going to ban him from this community for my safety.
Yeah.
So I did. And he did not take that well. But, it's...
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else can...
Yeah, sorry,
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to cut you off, but if you were to
No, go ahead.
estimate how many alts like you've seen him get on, what do you think you
It
would
was
say?
just the one alt that I know of.
Oh,
It was
okay,
just the one
alright.
alt that I know of.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, I do think that he has definitely some like boundary issues for sure. Like just watching.
Oh, there's
him,
one
like-
other thing.
Yeah. Oh,
There was
sorry,
one
go
other
ahead.
thing that I remembered. And I think this was actually like the first indication that I had that this was, I think, during the erudite. He and Demon Mama had done a charity stream together. And as part of that, for coordination, we had briefly granted him access to mod channels in Demon Mama's Discord. And we
Yeah.
forgot to remove those. And after the whole erudite situation, I was criticizing him in private in the mod channels, and then he replied to it. I had no idea he was in there.
Yeah.
It was access that he obviously wasn't supposed to still have because that whole thing had been over. And
Yeah.
when I DM'd him to say, hey, I didn't know that you were in there when I said that, he said, oh, no problem. Ignoring that, I wasn't telling that to apologize to him for the criticism. I was telling him, no, dude, you were in somewhere you weren't supposed to be and responded to something you weren't supposed to see. You blatantly ignored obvious boundaries just because you still happened to have a role that you shouldn't have had.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
and, you know, also like what happened on the day of the stream is obviously you can see in the stream, he says that he can't contact her because I have banned him. And then he tells his chat to go tell Demon Mama. Now,
Isn't that
I
kind of
started
brigading?
getting that, yeah, one might call that brigading. Yes, I started getting added by people in chat telling me to unban President Sunday. And when I see that happen, I just, you know, I looked over to his stream. I didn't even bother watching any of it. I just figured because he was sending people over to Demon Mama's chat and they were telling me to unban him, that he was asking me to unban him. So I just went into his chat, said, no, I will not be unbanning you. Have a good day. Or actually, I think it was, I will not be unbanning you. Your actions have consequences. And that's what triggered his whole freak out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I'm not surprised. I thought that he was kind of unhinged with the not so erudite stuff. I thought he was kind of unhinged with even going after, you know, other friends of mine that I've seen online when they're going through like really rough times. It just, I don't know why he has to be so salty, you know? Like he cannot let things go. I think a lot of people would be more willing to talk to him if he wasn't acting like a little bitch about everything, you know?
He's very much a dog with a bone, but he's not the cute kind of dog that you want to pet. No, he's, I don't know. And also he thinks he is the most important person in the room. His opinion matters more than anyone else's, and he has to hijack other people's streams to make it about him. And like, as much as he wants to wrap it up in this idea of I have these lofty goals where I am protecting everyone from Xanderhal committing mass murder, what it actually was is he saw a big drama moment on YouTube and wanted to make himself the center of it. He wanted to call into Demon Mama so he would get to be the hero of this drama. And, well, you know, if he hadn't violated the boundaries that I was setting up all those times, he would have been able to be in chat himself. I can't speak for Demon Mama. I'm not Demon Mama. Something tells me she probably wouldn't have taken his call anyway, but I don't know. Maybe she would have.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, maybe she would have. I mean, honestly, like, that's, like, if I feel like somebody's harassing one of my mods, I definitely start taking that into consideration about whether I'll talk to them, right? So, yeah, I don't blame her for not wanting to talk to him. I don't blame you for, like, communicating, like, hey, this guy is, like, you know, being a weirdo with me, right? So, yeah. So, well, thanks for calling in. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about, or?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, thanks for calling in. Yeah, I think we're gonna probably watch the following video the next day with this. So, oh, actually, I do have one question.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So somebody mentioned that, like, in this video, President Sunday did mention that you were like part of like Keffals doxing server or something like that. Is that true?
So I was in a server with Keffals that she started when she was first getting into the commentary community. And what it was basically just a way to collect information to make videos about people, right?
Okay.
At least that's how it was pitched to me. I never saw any doxing in there. Eventually, I think somebody nuked it, or at least like deleted a bunch of the channels, and I don't know what happened there, but like I kind of just forgot that I was in there. I think that screenshot is from long after that Discord was basically not even being used anymore. So, but yeah, there was never any, I never saw any doxing in there. The docs that Keffals collected, she did on her own time, and they were not posted there. So that wasn't a doxing server.
Okay.
It definitely got more cringe as it went along. I definitely should have left way sooner, but yeah, no, it wasn't a doxing server.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess like if I were to ask you like your feelings about her doxing people, I assume that you would, you know, have a stance about that not like being great, right?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great. Like the target, like being bad empanada, like, you know, obviously I do not give a shit about that man, but you know, I'm not going to endorse doxing anyone. And I don't know that Second Thought even did anything to deserve, because that was somebody else she doxed. So I don't care about it being bad empanada, but obviously no, that's you can't just dox people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and thanks for speaking with me.
Yep.
And if you need anything in the future, just, you know, or if you want to say anything else, just like shoot me a message. So yeah, I'm around. I'm pretty reasonable. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Okay. So let's see here. I just want to highlight a couple of things here because I thought it was funny. Worst of the internet says he's mad you get more viewers when you cover relevant people, which is super funny. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. If you're talking about Sunday, I don't know if that's true, but I appreciate it. Proud moment. Okay. All right. Well, wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Collecting information is doxing. It depends on the type of information, right? If you're collecting like the history of somebody on like, that's a little bit different, right? So like when I made the Frogan video, I was collecting like some of her history and stuff, but okay. President Sunday got yeeted from Twitter for harassment. Yeah, I don't even know what got him yeeted from Twitter. But let me pull up the tweet that Beckett made. Okay, let me see. Statement from President Sunday. Is he perma-banned? No, he's apparently banned for a week. Okay. So he got banned for a tweet about me. I didn't report it though. Oh, not for a week. Okay. I misread. He got banned for a tweet about me. I didn't report it though. Anyone who ever takes Sunday seriously should just watch when he screamed "Madam, Madam" at Erudite for an hour. That's so funny. Also, he said he doesn't care about the Twitter ban, so I'm gonna take any complaints about it seriously either way. Yo, Star. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Okay, so so Beckett tweeted this out because this was like, statement from President Sunday. Hello, everyone. Let me do the President Sunday voice, okay? Statement from President Sunday. Hello, everyone. I'm asking this message to be shared since I have been banned off Twitter due to a useless making false reports in retaliation for me disapproving of another streamer, Demon Mama, using extremely personal and sensitive information involving the family annihilation ideations of a streamer called Xanderhal, with whom she previously has had a close personal friendship as a tool of reprisal over petty arguments on YouTube. Here is the mod in question gloating about my ban and the offending tweet in question. So I have a question. Did Xanderhal actually mention any family annihilation anywhere in that? Because I didn't see it. Unless I'm blind. Unless I missed it. I could have missed it. Like, yeah, I don't remember him saying that he wanted to kill anybody in his family. Anyways, here's the mod in question gloating about my ban and the offending tweet in question. Okay, let's see. It's President Sunday's fault I simped for Brianna Wu. If you had the best parents in the world, they would not speak of you to their friends, okay? Like, what does that even mean? You have Xanderhal tier levels of comprehension and honesty. The only thing I have asked for the past year is for us to ignore each other while you violate boundaries I have set up. I apologize for the death threats and the misgendering, and we can go back to ignoring each other, okay? You know, like you wanted. You need to grow up. I won't be addressing you again. I'm going to help you out, GayFesh. A threat would be expressing an intent to do something to you. I hope that helps, and I also hope that you somehow suffer dysentery through your nose. Okay? I mean, I would say that's a pretty mild thing to get banned for. Okay, now let me read the rest of this. This culminated tonight with someone with a very large audience who aspires to be a political streamer, Destiny. I'm pretty sure that guy is a political streamer already. But okay. Aspires to be a political streamer? I'm pretty sure he already is, but okay. Destiny, someone who has proven willing to tell lies to millions of people, as convenient, celebrating my Twitter ban by calling me a creepy loser on stream to an of over 10,000 concurrent viewers. Okay. Says the guy who slandered Not So Erudite, but okay. All right. Let me just remind you all. President Sunday has accused like 3 different people separately of committing fraud. He accused Not So Erudite of committing fraud with government money. He accused Brianna Wu of committing fraud. Like, come on. Come on. Anyways, obviously this is a lie, but I happen to have proof that even Destiny clearly recognizes what he said is false. Here is him telling me, through his co-host Dan Saltman, that he will retract the statement if I retract everything I have ever said about him or another streamer who works for him. On the stream, you've confirmed that he saw all of these messages. I have attempted to contact the channel owner. Okay, here you go. That's not a good voice for him. Okay, here you go. Direct from the horse's mouth. Are you ready for a direct quotable quote of quotes? I'll do it if he does a full retraction on every weird attack he's ever made against me and Kyla, and does a full retraction on the accusations he's made against her career. Based, honestly, oh my god, based. I have to say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry. But Destiny saying that, like, coming to defense for Kyla, like, holy based. All right, there you go. And then President Sunday says, no terms. Then Dan says, yeah, he knows you're not going to do it, and he knows he's not going to do it. Can I be free now? LOL. Jesus. Are you... Dude, Dan is such a troll. Okay. I have tried my best, as best as I can, to survive this political space as a content creator with integrity and compassion. Yeah, okay. President Sunday, the guy with integrity and compassion coming in here. 66 viewers. Okay, all right. I haven't been unrewarded. The I've grown while small has not only been extremely supportive, but has often reminded me of the model I wanted to set for myself when I began this journey. They are also frequently and obviously much smarter than me, so I take their viewership as a massive compliment. But I am so tired and demoralized. What could be a space for collaboration and mutual support amongst progressives has been made instead into a shark tank of cronies, liars, hacks, and demagogues and abusers. Tonight, we're going to go over all of it. Oh my god, what a loser, dude. Wait, did Sunday seriously ask Beckett to post messages on Twitter for him? Yeah, I think so. Honestly, like, this is so irritating to read. This part here in particular is very, very irritating for me to read. This one, okay? Because what could have been a space for collaboration and mutual support amongst progressives has been made instead into a shark tank of cronies, liars, hacks, demagogues, and abusers. Okay, remind me again, what the has Sunday ever done? Hello? Is he naming himself here? Sorry, I mean this sincerely. You should probably have a talk with Beckett, LOL. I don't control who he's friends with, okay? And he doesn't control who I'm friends with, okay? And he knows my stances on people. So yeah, I don't control who he talks to. Like, he talks to plenty of people who, like, hate my guts, you know? So. Manifesto time. What does this even mean? Star is a better girlfriend than me. I would lose my mind if my boyfriend was friends with such a loser. I mean, to be fair, President Sunday usually doesn't come in and take hits at me, but I do find him really annoying, and I find him to be a really person. So, but yeah, I don't really control who he talks to or who he does stuff for, you know? So, like, there are people that he talks to who hate me way more, you know? Like, there are people who like seriously have an axe to grind with me, who he's friends with. So, chat, commenting on Star's relationship is cringe. That's true. 66 viewers. Okay. Well, you should have a conversation with him, Origin, if you're that upset by it. What is this supposed to be? Is this like Dr. Robotnik? He does look a little bit like Dr. Robotnik. Is that why I hear the name Beckett and have no clue who the name refers to? Possibly. Damn, he's making the weekends look bad. True. Yeah. No, it's a Dr. Live Say meme from the Russian cartoon of Treasure Island. Oh, okay. Dr. Robotnik would have been funnier, honestly. 66 viewers.
Addictive element in my life that I am now truly free from. We're gonna take that attitude.
Oh, that's okay, Layla. That's okay. No problem.
Opinion on water fluoridation?
Why would you insult Robotnik like this? Okay, but he looks a little bit like Dr. Robotnik, no?
Well, what's your opinion on the importance of the purity of your bodily fluids?
Is he drinking water? I guess so.
I've heard word of your Twitter death. Twitter death is life. That's not what we're talking about. It'll come up. I mean, like, dear God, what a statement on the modern condition that my job is to sit on the computer and talk to about 200 to 300 people about.
Wait, isn't President Sunday the guy who Star had a debate with, and at the end he was like, haha, I got $300, heh. Yeah, he is that guy. He is the guy who I had a debate with, and he was like, oh, guess what, Stardust? How much money did you make? I hope you made a lot. And then I said, no, I haven't really made that much here, because he's claiming that I was doing all of this for, like, views or whatever, right? And I was like, no, I have not made that much, and I have not had that many viewers. And then he's like, oh, well, guess what? I made $300 tonight. And I was like, okay, well, what does that say about you? You're claiming that I'm the one doing this for views and for money, and you're the one who's bragging about numbers? Like, yeah, like, biggest hypocrite. I think it was grosser in his debate with you about Poppy and Zena. He bragged about his $300. Yeah.
Random weirdos doing political science badly. And I'm opening up a stream called Manifesto, the Spiritual Bankruptcy of the Online Left with. So,
you totally wrecked him in that debate, though. It was actually awesome. Thank you.
As I was pondering my exile from X.com. I mean, we just stopped there, really, couldn't we? Opinions on nose dysentery? Only for the brave. I just took a Benadryl, so I'll probably have this creeping into my dreams, as long as I'm not creeping into anyone else's. What the f does that even mean? Does GayFesh need toilet paper desperately yet? No, but somebody needs toilet paper to get rid of GayFesh. Alright, well, we're not getting any young.
Why is his debate skills from 2016 chuds? Number flexing is so dumb. It's because he used to be a fan of Sargon, I'm pretty sure. And if you've ever seen Sargon debate, I will say, like, if you look at the debate from like 5-6 years ago between Sargon and Richard Spencer, like, you know, Sargon was supposed to be the reasonable one there, and he ended up looking like a pompous. And it ended up wrecking, like, him. And you know, that debate got like millions of views. So thank you for the $1.49 super chat, Pudgy. Very much appreciated. So I'm assuming he picked up some of his some of his pretentiousness from Sargon. You know, that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming he picked up some of his pretentiousness from Sargon. So Sargon was always saying, "I don't care." Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's like, maybe we need to analyze the similarities a little bit more. You know?
And I'm getting more tired by the second, and this ginger cider is too good, so I am probably.
To be fair, Sargon's got a successful media company, and Spencer's a known Fed now, so I don't know that he's a Fed. I don't know why people think he's a Fed, but Sargon's got a successful media company. That is true, but yeah, that's true. But that debate still took place, and it happened the way it happened, and it ended up looking really bad, right? It got like millions of views. And he kept acting like he was above it, and that ended up digging his hole even deeper, you know? Everybody's a Fed, okay? My actual opinion is that everybody is a Fed. Everybody in that space is a Fed. There's not a single person in that space that is not a Fed, okay? So.
Going to be a combination of a little too bold and a little too eager to fall asleep soon. So we should probably get this show on the road. Second Temple, thanks for the $2. Have you read the Bible? Indeed. A lot of it anyways. It's long.
I'm sorry for being a smooth brain bimbo, but what the hell is this Fed thing? It's like a thing that a bunch of, you know, the far right will call each other Feds because they're saying, like, I guess they're trying to say, like, oh, you know, somebody's like employed by the deep state or whatever. So I have no idea. I actually don't really understand it, to be honest. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't.
Long ass book. You ever think about awesome boots? It is the end of July. This is not boot weather. Bible gross. I don't knock it. It's literarily fascinating. Literary.
Yeah. Why is he always trying so hard?
It's not the peak of literature, but it's good in parts.
Okay, I'm gonna that. I'm not doing that. Let's watch this video. I'm not watching this entire stream of his. Let's watch this video.
I got a DM notification about this. Little gnome character. That's we recognize this guy. The Xanderhal stuff made it here. This stream, 11 hours old, has 132,000 views. Now, they didn't cover Xanderhal for a reason that's funny. But as far as like Xanderhal's reputation being destroyed, if anybody thought that this was over, oh.
They did read it, I believe. I saw a clip on Twitter of Destiny and Dan going back and forth and reading the logs, and it was actually pretty funny.
Oh no.
I don't know, like, was it Xanderhal thing? And then also President Sunday got his account banned. Is that related to
Oh,
the
Rip
Xanderhal thing?
Bozo, President Sunday banned on Twitter. A tragedy that he's not banned on YouTube as well. But yes, goodbye, President Sunday.
Ooh.
You disgusting, creepy, pedophile loser.
Jesus.
All this because
Based.
one guy misclicked. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Let's listen to that one more time. Let's listen to that one more time.
For what?
I don't know, like, was it Xanderhal thing? And then also President Sunday got his account banned. Is that related to
Oh,
the Xanderhal
Rip
thing?
Bozo, President Sunday banned on Twitter. A tragedy that he's not banned on YouTube as well. But yes, goodbye, President Sunday. Eat you disgusting, creepy, pedophile loser.
Now, this gets better, but I do want to remark, it is fortunate, in my case, that of the two of us, despite him having a very large, I am not the one who has a history of abusing mentally ill women, or of colorfully true Vaush fashion, posting that he wants to bend a 10-year-old over their little tykes.
Look, you can say that the joke is distasteful, but it was a joke. The girl is not 10. I remember when that happened. You can say the joke is distasteful, right? And I think a lot of people would agree with you. But the girl herself is not 10. There's no pictures exchanged. Nothing like that, so.
I cannot do anything to this person, in all likelihood. There's nothing I can do. This was said to over 10,000 people concurrently. This is just a flat-out lie. I mean, it's par for the course. Actually, if you can believe it, one of the less egregious lies he's told in the
President Sunday trying to high road anyone is so laughable. He rolled around in pig and he's surprised he's covered in it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have a history of, like, trying to get people fired, yeah, what do you think's gonna happen?
last year. He jumped to the defense of a cookie ban that didn't even happen, just because he wanted to win an argument at the expense of Palestinian children getting starved to death. So on and so forth. Like a little greasy hobbit meth head skeletor over here has a long history of telling untruths, from the petty to the absolutely monstrous, going down from something, a silly little con like, hey guys, NFTs are a scam. Actually, wait, buy NFTs, guys. I've been shown the light. You should really look into this. To shit like this. I'm sending it to you, Brooks, because I'm gonna load it from there. My apologies. So y'all heard of the mobs that were protesting the prosecution of the IDF members or guards? I can't quite remember. I think it would be guards who were being charged with sexually assaulting Palestinian prisoners. This is what's happening in DGG these days. It's actually unreal. Is there a ban on Israel/Palestine content? Seems a lot of people have been getting their posts removed. There's no visibility of the recent Israeli riots about their arrest and subsequent freeing, for example, which one would expect. The posts didn't seem to fall foul of the rules as far as I can tell. Or thought, Destiny's paid mod. Yes, off. But at the same token,
I mean, dude, what do you expect, I guess, right? Like, what, like, is that supposed to be, I don't know what he wants to say, you know? Like, or he wants anybody else to say about that. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is just like, okay. Like, Greasy says ball of grease. That is true. He does look very greasy.
by the same token, the financial, in this case, the financial just and the vanity of one rich person
What occasion prompted this? Because Destiny talked shit about him, apparently, on stream.
is now taking an entire community of people that's actually pretty diverse. I rip on DGG a lot because it's full of some of the most embarrassing brain dead sims you've ever seen. But I really should be fair. I've had good conversations with a lot of people there.
You copied so many of your mannerisms from Sargon. I don't think you have a right to call anybody else cringe. But okay.
A lot of
Alright.
some people who I'd probably be good friends with under different circumstances are in that space, but they're being yanked around as well, and the sheer scale.
Like, look, copying anybody's mannerisms like a mirror is cringe. It just is. It just is. Copying anybody's mannerisms to that level it's cringe.
The sheer scale of the man on top means that if he lies, or if he's corrupt, or if the people around him are corrupt, or if he's engaging in something unethical, there is no capacity whatsoever for these people even to be seen. And the conditions of play are conformity. So if any content creator who is in this space challenges on these grounds, here's what will happen. They will be milked, and then they will be cast out. That's it. Less egregious in this case, simply for the reason that there is no actual project here. But this is a guy who, by dint of money, by dint of exposure, he's effectively able to buy. I don't just mean money in Destiny's wallet. I mean money in terms of the scale, the concentration of the that he acquired by posturing as a progressive. And I say posturing as a progressive because the definition of a progressive is not you want to f everybody and don't give a shit about gender. Believe it or not. What past few days you've had? Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. That concentration has allowed him to be slotted in as the Juan Williams cucked leftist clown to bring on and beat up for his personal profit at all our expense by larger channels. Why? because the scale that he's at means that you can build a livelihood efficiently, quickly, by being friendly with Steven, or by being someone Steven likes to hang out with. If you're someone Steven doesn't like to hang out with, maybe you challenge him too much, you don't get access to those funds. And so people have a specific vested financial interest in being palatable to Steven. This means
I don't know if that's true. I think some of Destiny's content is really actually reliant on on people not being agreeable to him, right? Like some of his biggest content has been people he's been friends with who he does not have aligned views with. Oh my god, Mr. Girl Redux. Maybe. Hi girl, I gotta study a little bit and then go to bed. I'm an old lady, but I always love listening to your streams. Thanks for being here, Edgar. Very much appreciated. Edgar Allan Ho. What a great name. So, yeah, I don't know.
that people are coming in to make themselves palatable to Steven. So it snowballs and so on and so forth. I know this is really basic, but this comes to bear. This means that by dint of money, Steven gets onto bigger, more mainstream platforms, and they'll call him a leftist, and he will say nothing, despite the fact that all of his content has been just completely going after leftists and lying about them. Although to be fair, they've also lied about him as well. Vaush has also done the same thing back. But here's the crux of it though. Vaush is now simping for.
So here's the thing. I think that's really, I think that's something that's really interesting to me, is that liberals used to be seen as on the left, right? But I think to certain people on the left, like Sunday, they expect liberals to go along with everything like far left people want or say, right? And liberals are not going to do that, right? Especially given that like a lot of liberals do believe in like capitalism, you know, they believe in capitalism, but they believe in, you know, strong social safety nets, right? But yeah, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, you're going to have fighting, right? You're going to have people, libs, criticizing people further left, and more like centrist people criticizing the libs, and you're just going to have that, right? That doesn't negate that still politically and progressively Destiny's still left. He's more left than he is right, right? So I don't know. Like I don't know. I think they're like things have been really skewed in a really weird way. Like I don't like it that people are like erasing libs from the leftist kind of sphere, because libs are still left wing. Like, you know, by a lot, it's bad faith. Yeah, no, libs are still on the left significantly in comparison, right? Like if we want to go to like find an actual like moderate, right? I mean, I don't know. And people act like the most far left social positions and economic positions are going to be what's most popular for people affected by those things, right? Like minorities. But in reality, when you look at like the average minority, they might vote Democrat, right? But the average person of color in America generally is more moderate than like the white liberals, right? So, you know, you have to be able to reach across the aisle, right? Even towards people who are like right wing, right? So I don't know, like, yeah, like even what great example is like the defund the police stuff, right? Or, you know, abolish the police, right? Like, I think people underestimated how much minority women were affected by that and were kind of scared by that, right? So, yeah. I don't know. The right knows we're the only actual threat to their power. That is why it's not called leftists of TikTok. I mean, I don't know. I think that some leftists have an all or nothing mentality and they see liberals as not doing enough. Hi, I just realized I was minutes behind because I was playing a game. It's a bad explanation. Well, look, the defund the police stuff, like if you're living in a area that it tends to be a little bit more impoverished, that tends to have a little bit more crime, as a woman, you're going to care about people saying defund the police. You will care. You know? So, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
Destiny, in a subtle ways. He's right. Just making content that's plugging this guy who's actually taking the movement he claims to be representative of, bastardizing it, and allowing it to be burned for the financial benefit of him and others, but not for the benefit of the left at all. He's going on, allowing himself and us by extension to be pilloried as violent psychopaths who just froth at the mouth of our political enemies
And I will agree with the whole not all conservatives are racist. Actually, some of the best pushback I've seen on race realism has come from conservatives, right? So you'll see like people super far right who will like try to argue in favor of race realism. And one of the best people actually I've seen pushing back on race realism has been Rob Noor. Now, Rob Noor, I agree with him on virtually every other topic, okay? I disagree with him on every single one. But him pushing back on race realism was something to watch, and it was pretty badass. And I have to say, I don't think libs, I don't think leftists, I don't think they understand the most effective way to push back on those things. Saying, like, you're being racist, you're being bigoted, the response is going to be, so what? Why should I care, right? Like, the response is going to be like, yeah, I am, you know? So you have to be able to adopt the way that, you have to be able to speak the language that they speak to argue with them effectively, you know? It's true, but no one cares about actual moderate thinking, but that's where all the votes are. If you care about being politically effective in this country, moderates make up the majority, right? And if you're also especially thinking about pandering to like minority communities, they're going to be more moderate on things, right? You can't scare women who are living in these areas that are more impoverished by saying that you're going to take away like police funding, right? So yeah, Rob Noor, as weird as he is, at least understood the optics of just respecting people's identities on at least a surface level, not misgendering people, not getting weirdly racist, etc. Yeah, dude, I think Kamala Harris might actually be like a secret weapon, because it's making all of the conservatives look really bad. It really is. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I mean, it's just something to think about, right? Like there's a better way to have conversations about like law enforcement reform without like scaring women who are in these areas where they feel like they're, because like, let's be real, like, you know, it's not women who are out there committing crime, right? It's not women who are the ones who are disproportionately getting like arrested, right? Or disproportionately committing violent crime, right? So if you think about it from that aspect, for a dude, it makes sense that you would be thinking, yeah, we need to reform certain aspects of law enforcement, right? It makes sense because, you know, like, you're more likely to be subject to that, right? And nobody deserves to be like abused while in police custody, right? But as a woman, if you're thinking it just from that woman's perspective in this area where it might be higher crime, she's not thinking about it as if, oh, the police might come and arrest me and I don't want them to mistreat me. She's thinking about it as, I might be a victim of a crime and I want the police to get here quick, you know? So yeah. They got super weirdly racist about Obama and he coasted to 2 terms. It's going to be the same for Kamala. I hope so. I honestly was not sure if, I truly was not sure if America would be able to deal with not just the first woman president, but the first female biracial president, right? Like, that's something I was like, can America deal with that? And it's been really cool to see all of the hype around her. I'm really hoping that it continues. I'm really hoping that she keeps like this energy going. I think it's a good thing that Biden's still like working behind the scenes. Like, dude, did you guys see, like, a reporter asked Biden the other day, like, oh, Trump is saying that he could have gotten all those prisoners without exchanging anything. What do you say about that? And Biden was like, Biden, just before walking away, said, like, then why didn't he do it when he was elected? Which was like, whoa, you know? So yeah, Kamala is literally the byproduct of the American dream. Yeah, they are calling her not black because she's half Indian, which is stupid as 100% POC woman with black hair who is in AKA is only not black when she's running for president. It's crazy. Why do they care whether she's black or not? Like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I see Republicans, I see conservatives, magoids doing like the whole identity politics thing. I'm like, I thought you guys were against like doing this whole identity politics. I thought you didn't like the identity Olympics. Like, what's going on? You know? So yeah, I just think it's just wild to me. It's just wild. And then they're saying that she's Caucasian because she's Indian. Okay, I guess technically, yes, like, people consider like Indians proto-Aryans or whatever, but she still grew up as a person who visibly presented as a person of color, clearly has like Jamaican heritage, and her mother's not like the lightest skinned person in the world either. Like they look very ethnic, you know? So, you know, you grow up with that kind of experience. Like, yeah, you're, you know what that's like. So legit, Megan Thee Stallion performed for Kamala's rally or whatnot. Dude, I saw this dude having a meltdown. He's like, I can't believe they had Megan Thee Stallion over there twerking at a rally, twerking at a political event. And I'm like, bro, you guys are literally endorsing like the president who talked about grabbing people's pussies. Are you really upset about people twerking? Like, this man have like tons of like sexual assault allegations or sexual harassment allegations against him. Like, come on, you know? Well, now Harris is the one taking black jobs because she's filling the space of a DEI hire. Very funny. Yeah, no, one thing also is the whole DEI vice president. It's like JD Vance is married to an Indian woman. Is she a DEI wife? Like, I want to know that. Like, is she a wife? My grandmother was a sharecropper. She only made it out because she got to school with her older sister as a 5-year-old when she wasn't old enough. Education is our escape from poverty. I would agree with that. I love how GOP leadership told everyone, hey, stop bringing up race, weirdos. It's bad messaging. And then Trump just goes, she wasn't black until she was running for president and the floodgates open. I know, dude. The Republicans are they're so mad, dude. I bet the moderate Republicans are like super mad at all the magoids, you know? She's barely shaking her ass. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, yeah. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I like her too. This dude was found to be civilly liable for raping a woman, but let's complain about the twerking. Yeah. JD Vance is like a puppet to the likes of Peter Thiel. I don't know who Peter Thiel is. Or at least I don't remember. I recognize the name, but I don't remember. Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro is proud of how he can't produce physical signs of arousal in his wife. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just think the DEI thing is super funny. Like, what does that even mean? Diversity, inclusion, hire, or whatever? I remember getting into an argument with a bunch of right-wingers about, like, diversity, right? And affirmative action and, like things like socioeconomic, like, you know, like giving benefits to people who are socioeconomically disadvantaged, right? And then they were, like, talking about, like, oh, well, of course you would view it that way. And then, like, hello? I'm Asian. We're like I check off the Asian box. We don't benefit from that okay? Like, Jesus. Like okay, we're gonna put people on the scale of who has it the hardest when it comes to college admissions. Seriously? Peter Thiel is a billionaire weirdo who funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker. Okay. Economists do that show kids staying in school one more year when they want to drop out has life impact on income. You're not going to go back and change their situation, but you can change the future. Very true. Very true. Diversity, equity, inclusion, but to the right it means the N-word. Yeah. I mean, look, I do think that, like, there's, like, probably room for, like, things like affirmative action to, like, when they reinstate it or whatever, if they reinstate it, for it to be, like, reformed a little bit, right? Because obviously checking off the box Asian is going to be woefully inadequate, right? Like, that's like half of the world, right? So, and there have been to show that there's a significant difference in the performance of like Southeast Asians comparative to like East Asian and South Asians, right? Like Southeast Asians apparently are more likely to have low income households and more likely to have more trouble with school and stuff like that. So, you know, affirmative action might like be good for them. So yeah, but so that's like a way I could definitely see it benefiting people. But like, man, like me talking to people and they're like, oh, of course you would think that affirmative action's okay. Look at you. Like, what am I supposed what do I say? What? I think God makes tornadoes because gays. Okay. It's in the Bible. Also, hi Malcolm, welcome. Jesus, dude. Yeah, well, everything is a little bit more complicated, right? So I know also Ethiopian people tend to do really well when they come over to the United States. Indian people, even amongst Asians, Indian people seem to be like top of the top when it comes to like income. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. But also, yeah, Southeast Asians apparently seem to have more problems and all that. And I hope you were well, Queen. Thank you. Yeah, the thing with the Asian part is like, yeah, it's like it is a category that people from a very, very large part of the world with a lot of different geography are checking off, right? So it could be like a bunch of, it could be people from completely different parts, you know? So yeah. The different groups from different continents may have different needs, yeah. First-gen Nigerian Americans tend to do incredibly well financially, if I recall correctly. It's interesting, yeah. So yeah, it's like complicated, and I know they like did away with it. If they do reinstate it or whatever, if they do bring it back, like there should probably be a more holistic, and it probably should be based more on income more than anything else at this point, you know? So yeah, true, but everyone knows what they mean by Asian. Well, not really, because if you're checking off a box in your college application about what demographic you are, right? What background you come from, and you're checking off Asian, that could be literally so many different things, right? So my friend in high school who was Indian American used to joke that she was a bad Asian because she wasn't good in our calculus class, but we were still the best 2 students. That's based. Anything on the Adepti and Seraphina thing? I don't know anything about that. Income, that's the worst thing to go off of? Why? I'm just saying it should be a little bit more heavily skewed towards income, I feel, right? Like, income is a huge determiner of a kid's success in so many areas of their life. So, I don't know. Anyways, I've gotten distracted and I'm hungry and it's 11:15 p.m. So, I'm probably going to raid out. I'll try to cover this tomorrow if I can. Stream might be a little bit later tomorrow. Like around the time that I started this stream. Like 5:36. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. If you like the content, please remember to subscribe, super chat, become a member. Join the Discord. Be my friend and stuff. So great stuff. I think on YouTube, I am going to send us all to Keldosh, okay? I think Keldosh is streaming. Let me see. Keldosh. Oh, yeah, Keldosh is on. People are saying there's new Tomtent. I don't know how there can still be Tomtent. How can Tomfoolery still be making content? It's crazy, you know? I'll miss you all too. So yeah, like the stream. Remember to subscribe. Share me with your mom, okay? Mothers love me. I'm telling you, they do, okay? They love me. And then Twitch people, I'll figure out who we're going to raid as well. I'm just going to choose somebody random. Okay, that person. I'm going to raid this person. Yeah, we're going to raid this person. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Magnifico. No. So you think you can stole me and spit in my... Economic linguist, that's how. Okay, somebody needs to catch me up on the Tomtent eventually, okay? All right, have a good one, everybody. I love you all very much.